Okay, hi everyone. So last class నేను అన్ని ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేసిన కెమికల్ బాండింగ్. సో ఇన్ దిస్ క్లాస్ ఐ విల్ బి ఎక్స్ప్లెయినింగ్ ద properties of ionic and covalent bond. Okay, so in your textbook you may have seen this box, properties of ionic and covalent bond. ఇంకా చాలామంది నాకు డౌట్ అడిగారు, అన్న ఇది వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ పోలార్ అండ్ కోలెంట్, పోలార్ బాండ్ ఆర్ పోలార్ కోలెంట్ బాండ్ అంటే నాన్ పోలార్ కోలెంట్ బాండ్ ఏంటి, ఇంకోటి లైక్ డిజాల్వ్ ఇన్ లైక్ అని ఉంది కదా. So today I will be explaining everything related to this page, properties of ionic and covalent bond, ఇంకా polar and non-polar bond. Okay, so before starting this you should know something which is related to the electronegativity. Okay, first మీరు electronegativity గురించి చెప్పాలి. So here we know that to form a cation we need low electronegativity, to form an anion you need high electronegativity. Okay, so ionic bond. So ionic bond is formed between cation and anion. So ionic bond, in ionic bond cation has low electronegativity and anion has high electronegativity. Whenever two elements get combined of lower electronegativity and high electronegativity, we'll get a ionic bond. Okay, so మన కోవలెంట్ బాండ్ ఎప్పుడు వస్తుంది? సో విల్ గెట్ ఎ కోవలెంట్ బాండ్ వెన్ టూ హై ఎలక్ట్రోనెగేటివ్ ఎలిమెంట్ గెట్ కంబైన్. ఓకే, సో విల్ గెట్ ఎ కోవలెంట్ బాండ్. బట్ హియర్ స్టిల్ యూ హ్యావ్ ఎ డౌట్ బికాస్ దిస్ కోలర్ బాండ్ ఈజ్ అగైన్ డివైడెడ్ ఇంటూ టూ టైప్స్, పోలార్ అండ్ నాన్ పోలార్. సో ఐ విల్ లెట్ యూ నో దిస్ వన్. ఓకే, we'll start from the what is electronegativity. Okay, first we'll talk about volatile electronegativity. So electronegativity definition is the tendency of an electron to attract an electron towards itself when it is bonded to an atom with other element. So easy cheppalante I can explain this diagram with the help of a molecule HCl. So you know that hydrogen has 1 electron in the last cell, chlorine it has 7 electron in the last cell. Okay, to become a molecule, so hydrogen and chlorine both will be sharing, they are sharing one electron in between hydrogen and chlorine. But what happens, so as chlorine, so chlorine is high electronegative. Okay, yesterday a girl has also asked a question, so how to find the electronegativity, అంటే ఎలక్ట్రోనెగటివిటీ ఏ ఎలిమెంట్కి ఎక్కువ ఉంటుంది. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఆర్డర్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఆర్డర్ ఫర్ ఎలక్ట్రోనెగటివిటీ. సి ఫ్లోరిన్ ఈజ్ అ ఎలిమెంట్ విచ్ హ్యాస్ హై electronegativity, then second oxygen, then we have a nitrogen, then we have an chlorine. అంటే these are the second group element, sorry second period elements which are coming from the last, అంటే రైట్ నుంచి లెఫ్ట్కి వస్తున్నాయి, ఫ్లోరిన్, ఆక్సిజన్, నైట్రోజన్. నెక్స్ట్ third group element is iodine, bromine, sorry chlorine, bromine, iodine. Next we have this sulfur, carbon and hydrogen. So here you can see that in the example of HCl where chlorine has high electronegativity and hydrogen has low electronegativity. So what happened, so as this chlorine has more high electronegativity, so this electron which is shared between them will షిఫ్ట్ టువర్డ్స్ ద క్లోరిన్. అంటే ఈ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ ఏదైతే ఉంది హైడ్రోజన్కి, ఇది ఏమో ఇట్ సైడ్ షిఫ్ట్ అయిపోతుంది. సో వెన్ దిస్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ గెట్ షిఫ్ట్ టువర్డ్స్ ఇట్, సి ఇన్ ద డెఫినేషన్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్, టెండెన్సీ ఆఫ్ అన్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ టు అట్రాక్ట్ అన్ ఎలక్ట్రాన్ టువర్డ్స్ ఇట్ సెల్ఫ్. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అన్ క్లోరిన్. సో క్లోరిన్ హ్యాస్ high electronegativity, so it will be attracting this electron which is shared with the hydrogen, and when it is bonded with another, okay, see hydrogen and chlorine both are has an covalent bond, they are forming a covalent bond, but still this electron has low electronegativity, so it will be shift somewhat towards the chlorine. So here so they will be going to get a two small charges. So ఇక్కడ hydrogen chlorine కి small charges ఉంటాయి. So that is the reason in the textbook they have given H delta plus Cl delta minus. So delta అంటే small, okay, they got a poles. So this is an positive and negative. So now we have in two poles. Here delta means somewhat small charges. So there is a charge between hydrogen and chlorine, because this chlorine has high electronegativity. Okay. So now both, so you can see that with one has low ionization energy, low electronegativity, one has high electronegativity. So they are somewhat showing the property of ionic bond. So whenever they are showing the property of this ionic bond, then these types of bonds are known as polar covalent bond. Okay, దీన్ని polar covalent bond అంటారు. So actually, okay, we just note down this order. So this is the order of increasing order of electronegativity. The fluorine is the element which has a high electronegativity in the periodic table. So you got these concepts of polar covalent. Okay. So ionic bond, covalent. So ionic bond is example for polar, because you can say that if any bond which is formed between the two different elements, okay, most of the time the ionic bond is always formed between two different elements. So as a electron is formed between two different elements and they are between, they have two charges, అంటే దీనికి ఒక పాజిటివ్ ఛార్జ్ ఇంకో నెగటివ్ ఛార్జ్ ఉంటుంది. ionic bond is always formed between cation and anion, so it will be polar. It is also example for polar bond. Where covalent, so covalent bond is again divided into two types, non-polar and second one is polar. Okay, so non-polar covalent bond formed between the similar atoms. So most of the time you will find that some of the covalent bonds are formed between the similar atoms like nitrogen, oxygen. Okay, or these are some examples. If you talk about the polar covalent bond, just now I told you HCl. So HCl is formed between two elements which has low and high electronegativity. If you take some other example of this one is HF. So hydrogen fluorine, or you can say ammonia, NH3. So these are the example of polar covalent bond. These are the example for non-polar bond. These are non-polar covalent bond. These are polar covalent bond, and ionic bond are polar. So now we have to learn about the polar. So polar bonds are dissolved in water. Your non-polar does not dissolve in water. Okay. So we'll talk about the properties. Okay. So if you take, so you just remember that polar will dissolve in, they will dissolve in water, and non-polar will, so this non-polar covalent will, they are not dissolved, so they are not dissolved in water and they will dissolve in water. So these are the property. First, if you talk about the polarity or solubility, so polar bonds are dissolved in water. So ionic bond and ionic bond and polar covalent bond, so both are dissolved in water, where non-polar covalent bond is not dissolved in water. This is simple gundi ante. First difference. If you talk about the electricity, see in ionic bond we will find electricity. So electricity will pass in the ionic bond. Ionic bond lo ante electricity pass aitadi. So it will conduct electricity. So they do not conduct, second point. So they do not conduct electricity. So then electricity flow kaadu. So here some and few, okay, you can say conduct, they will conduct electricity kani in little amount. They will conduct electricity but little amount. If you talk about their presence, so if you talk about the covalent bond, so most of the time, okay, this is not related to this one. You have to learn the what is the appearance or polar and ionic bond, polar bond ela untayi. So if you talk about the ionic bond, so ionic bond which are mostly present in which form, see if you talk about the properties of ionic and covalent, so ionic bond and covalent bond. So ionic bond, they are in the form of solid, so they are forms in the form of gas, like just now you can say nitrogen, oxygen gas, and some of the liquids like water is also in a liquid. So they are formed in the form of liquid, gas, and some soft solids. Okay, and in ionic bond we have an electrostatic force, so which are making the ionic bond as a strong. So this one is a strong ionic, so ionic bonds are strong, whereas these covalent bonds, they won't have electrostatic force, so they have a van der Waals force in between them, so it is weaker somewhat. Van der Waals is nothing but, you can say, intermediate force. And just now I told you, so they are the good conductor of electricity, and they are the bad conductor of electricity. So ఇక్కడ electricity flow కాదు. So if you talk about more important, melting and boiling point. So as they have an electrostatic force, so melting point and boiling point, so you'll find in the test too, melting point and boiling point both are high. So in the covalent bond, the melting point and boiling point, okay, so here melting point, boiling point high. So in covalent bond, the melting point and boiling point both are low, because they have van der Waals force, weak force in between them. So therefore here bond is, sorry, here we have an low melting and boiling points. So in came characteristics on the, okay, so simple ga cheppalante, you have to learn about the, so ionic bonds are polar, they dissolve in water, they conduct electricity. Covalent bonds are divided into two types, non-polar and polar. So polar covalent bonds, so which show some properties of ionic, అంటే ionic bond లాగా దానిలో కొన్ని ప్రాపర్టీస్ ఉంటాయి. సో ఇఫ్ యూ సీ ఇన్ యువర్ టెక్స్ట్ బుక్, ఇఫ్ యూ సే, okay, so here you have an, see here HCl, so H delta plus delta, ఇక్కడ Cl కి మైనస్ డెల్టా ఉంది, అంటే this, as I told you, due to the less electronegativity, the bond between the hydrogen chlorine will shift towards the chlorine, so that the bond will become polar, appudu polar అయిపోతుంది. So this table, so just now I explained this table, their physical appearance, these are in the solid, there is the gas and liquid bonds, ionic, polar, covalent bond. Melting point ikkademo high undi, ikkademo takku undi. Boiling point ikkada ekko high undi, ikkada takku undi. Solubility, they are soluble in water, they are not soluble, so they are also soluble in water, they are not soluble in water. Non-polar are insoluble in water. So if you write the chemical reactive, they are highly reactive, they are moderate reactive, they are slow reactive. So these is the important properties of ionic and polar bond. Okay, ఇది polar, ఇది కూడా polar covalent bond, these are polar ionic bond, and these are non-polar covalent bond. So if you find the examples, you can revise from this book. Okay, like dissolve in like, అంటే polar లో, polar bonds లో, అంటే polars solids, like dissolve like means the chemical bonds, they are solute particles, that solute could be soluble in solvent, అంటే solid particles ఉంటాయి. Like if you say water and sugar, so both are same particles, so sugar particles will dissolve in water, so like will, this solute will dissolve in solvent. Okay, like dissolve. So polar exam lo adugutaru, what is the difference between polar and non-polar, or he may ask you what are the properties of ionic and covalent bond. Okay, so the paragraph చదివితే మీకు మొత్తం ఐడియా వస్తుంది, or else you can see this video. Okay, thank you for watching.